Okay, this is just a test here right now. Testing the audio system. I believe it's working on our broadcast. We're still 10 minutes away from warm up, but I'm just testing our broadcast to make sure it works. I know last night it didn't. Thank you. Jules, just let me know if you hear me. Testing, testing. Clock is running 5:10, 9:38 away from the warm up here. 9:38 away from the warm up. Just testing the equipment here. Thank you. Want to make sure everything's working. Just testing the equipment. Testing, testing. Just need a confirmation to make sure this is all working. Julia's checking into our game right now, and hopefully we're all systems go. Test, test, test. Testing, testing. What do you think, Jules? Hello, 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 Jules. Can you hear me, Jules? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Blah, blah, blah. Testing, testing. We are testing the system here. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing the system. Not good, I haven't heard back yet. A little bit worried about that. Have a good feeling now. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing the system. Anything back, Jules? Anything at all? I'm in. I'm back. Testing, testing, testing. We are testing the system. Hello. Testing, testing. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I'll go check. See if we had some success here. I do hope we did. Maybe I'll try the other headset. Testing, testing, testing the system here. Testing, testing. Anything, drills? Anything at all? Do you hear anything? Just testing the equipment now. 5:50 away from the start of warm up. Hopefully we have things up and running tonight so people can actually hear the voice of the announcer. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Here we go. Here we go. Testing, testing. I'm going to turn this off for a bit. Hello, folks. Welcome back to USBHL hockey tonight on Fast Hockey. Dells Ducks game number 2. The Ducks will once again be hosting the Steele County Blades tonight from Owatonna, Minnesota. And I want to start out the broadcast with a huge apology to everyone that tuned in last night. It wasn't up to our usual standards. I'm not a rookie in the booth, but I'm far from an expert, that's for sure. And I know there was some stuff last night. When I came in a little bit early today to make sure I had everything right, and I found out a cord that wasn't attached last night, so rookie mistake for sure. At one point, for the start, I think we had zero sound, and then I basically had the sound coming out of the camera. So that was the issue last night. Again, a big apology for that. If you're a longtime Ducks fan, you come to expect great things, especially from Matt Pena, our regular play-by-play guy. Now, he's been known to have some technical issues up here as well, but not to the extent of last night. So, again, big apology for that. The Ducks are now about 7.5 minutes from the start of their game against the Steele County Blades. Again, if you did tune in last night, you saw a thriller. If you didn't, I can't think of a better way to start the season, especially if you're a fan of goals. Ducks ended up winning the game 7-6. That's right, 7-6. That's a really weird score for a Dells Ducks game. But it was a crazy offensive explosion last night. It sure didn't look like it was going to be that way for a while. We were halfway through the second period, even at 1-1, and I do believe it was I know the Blades were on the board first. I do know that, and I want to say that that it was the Blades on the board first again after that. After the Ducks tied it, I think it was 2-1. Let's see. Oh no, actually no, I'm wrong. It was the Ducks were up 2-1, and then the Blades came back with 3 goals in a span of probably about a minute. And I don't have the sheet in front of me. So just when it seemed like the Ducks were kind of in cruise control, they had sort of taken the edge over in the game. The shots had been even up until then, and the Ducks kind of seemed to be taken over. But then, like I said, the Blades scored 3 goals in such a quick amount of time. It was really surprising. And that put them up 4-2. 4-2 with, I want to say about 6 minutes to go in the second period. They did not carry that lead to the locker room, though. The Ducks charged back and actually scored 3 of their own to take a 5-4 lead into the third. And teams traded goals, and then Steele County got their 6th goal late in the game. I think there might have been about 2 minutes left, if I'm not mistaken. And then the guy that opened the scoring for the Dells Ducks, Wyatt Nielsen, a 96, so a 20-year-old from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, got his own rebound and lifted it over the sprawled goaltender for the Blades, and that was Mike Severson, a native of Viroqua, Wisconsin. In fact, it was the first shift of the 3-on-3 overtime section. They were playing 5 minutes of 3-on-3. I didn't think it would last long, just based on how things were going, and I was proven right. As like I said, Wyatt Nielsen ended it early, and the Ducks picked up the extra point. Steele County settling for 1 as with the score at the end of regulation, but Dells Ducks carrying the night for a 7-6 win to open a regular season. Now the Ducks have played a couple of other games, couple exhibition games through the Labor Day weekend. They opened up their competitive season, I guess if you want to call it. It was kind of a prep game, really. They made the trek to Marquette, Michigan, where they earned a 4-3 win. Uh, that against the club team, the club team at Northern Michigan. Uh, Again, I think they took the lead with about 10 minutes to go and were able to take it to the finish line and open the exhibition season with a W. The following night, or afternoon, I guess, was a 5 o'clock game. The Ducks were on home ice against Lewis University from the Chicago area, and they fell in that one 5-3. So Lewis University, which by the way has a captain named Johnny Schwartz, who played 3 seasons with the Dallas Ducks. The Dallas Ducks with a 1-1 record through the preseason, and then opened the regular season last night against a really strong offensive Steele County Blades team. That's the 3-minute buzzer going now as we speak. So players will be hitting the ice anytime. We're just waiting for one of the Zebras to hit the pond, and then the players will follow right after. The Blades actually are standing ready to go. The Ducks are probably getting some last-second instructions. And we're just, like I said, we're just waiting for some refs to hit the ice, and then we'll be underway here. I will let the announcer take over for introductions and stuff like that, but I can tell you the Ducks starters will see. Here's the Dell starting lineup. The Schwartz line, Corey Schwartz at center. Schwartz, by the way, a native of Wooddale, Illinois. He's a 98, played last year for Chicago, the Chicago Cougars. On the left side, it looks like Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Hunter Kraus, number 14 on the left side. On the right side will be Nate Kuda. Number 18, Nate Kuda, is from the Chesney Park, Illinois. He'll be the other forward on that starting line. On defense, a pair of Wisconsinites. That doesn't happen very often, but we do have a little bit more of a Wisconsin flavor this year. Rookie Braxton Walby, who played for Middleton High School last year. He is a 98. As I said, from Middleton. He played at Middleton High School, and he will be one of the back pair, along with number 2, Evan Erdman. One of the Erdman brothers. Evan is a 99, so good young player there. He's a lefty from Rhinelander, but he played AAA hockey with the Esmark Stars last year. I'm not really sure where Esmark Stars play out of, but he will get the start tonight along with Braxton Walby. Walby from Middleton, Erdman from Rhinelander. His brother, Cal Erdman, is a 96, and he also plays for the Ducks. He's one of the centers for the Ducks. In goal, the Ducks will start DJ Paxson. He came off the bench last night and ended up recording the win. So DJ Paxson, a native of Eagles Lake, I think it is. Eagle River, Alaska. DJ Paxson, one of our returning players, back here tonight. As I said, he came off the bench last night, I think, with the Ducks trailing 4-2. He came off the bench and ultimately recorded the win last night. So nice opening win, and he's looking to grab a second tonight. He'll be go. I do not have the starting lineup for the Steele County Blades. I apologize for that. But as I said, I will let our announcer, Tom Deacon, take over, and he can let you know who will be starting for the Blades. Both players were on the ice. They were waiting a long time for the Zebras. That's really unusual to see the referees holding things up. But both players were ready to go, and they were hitting horns and buzzers, and finally the stripes came out, and it looks like we're ready to go. Steele County Blades are lining. Ducks are ready on their goal line. So I'm going to just leave this for a few minutes. We'll let Tom Deacon take over, and I'll join you after the anthem. Thank you. on a deflection in front with an assist from Nate Kuda. Freeman from Kuda at the 12:50 mark. And then 26 seconds later, Corey Schwartz with the goal from Erdman. And again, I'm not hearing the announcer very well, but that's what I have is Schwartz from Erdman. And then the third goal, Maori on a breakaway, got a stride on the defenseman, went in alone, went to the backhand, and made it 3-0. And like I said, I don't think there will be an assist on that one because I think he intercepted something there to break away. But, boy, did they ever blow this thing wide open. 3-0 Dells Ducks. 6:18 to go here in the first period, folks. Long way to go yet. So good call by Adamek to use his timeout. Sometimes you regret that later, when you could really use it in the last minute or something. But there's just no way that he wanted things to continue going the way they were. That was a bad minute for the Steele County Blades. So the puck is fired in by Caleb Combs, who took a big hit at the same time. And now Kolstrom with a quick shot. DJ Paxton makes a save. Nice wrister by Kolstrom. He is a dangerous player for the Steele County Blades team. He was fairly far away, though, probably about 8 or 9 feet behind the face-off dot. And Paxton saw that clearly. So he just caught it in the old breadbasket and hung on to it. This is Lieb on the draw now for Blades against Vela. And I think Vela won that draw, but it did end up going back to the Steele County blue line. They're putting some pressure on here now. Puck on the wall. 4 players fighting for it out of my sight line. Jestad had it for a second, got knocked down. That is 17. Caleb Combs with it. And now this is Kolstrup. Kolstrup backs into his own end. Puck goes off his stick, and they're kind of bouncing forth back in the neutral zone. Now this is Springer with his shot blockered away by Paxton. Here comes Nielsen on the far side. We got some stuff behind the play going on. We got 6 players out there, folks. Not really sure what happened there. But there's some extracurricular activity behind the net. At one point, there was 6 guys in a pile. Trevor Jestat pulled out by the linesman, and the Steele County players, number 21, Colton Springer, they're definitely going to the penalty box. It looks like it's going to be just the 2 of them. Jestat still John a little bit. Colton Springer, interesting to see what these calls are going to be. So we're 5:26 away from the end of the first period. You know what happened was I made a comment that this period was going by really quick, and that's when everything just started to bog down. The last couple of minutes have been really slow. Of course, a lot of it is the ref pulling the puck out of the net at the Steele County end, which is a good thing for the Dells Ducks. But really some tempers flaring out there right now. And again, this is a case of 2 teams playing each other. It's almost like a little mini playoff series when you play like this, but it's basically the way the Ducks run their whole season. The team comes in, they play a couple games. So, after the first one, especially a game as close as last night's, a little bit of a carryover. And basically right now, players are taking everything very personal. If they're hit and they don't think they were hitting the right way, they're going to do something about it. Both players with a player on the sidelines tonight as a result of an altercation last night. As we said last year, there wasn't really a lot. We might have something. Okay, I thought maybe just that was getting a gate, but it turns out the trainer's just going to go in the penalty box. He must have a little bit of an issue. Hopefully it's not anything serious. He's just has had a rough tenure with the Dallas Ducks. Last year he got sticked in the mouth in a game against Ileana and lost 6 teeth. No call on the play. That's one part of it I'll never forget. There was no call on that play. And the ref was standing right beside him, took a stick in the mouth that removed 6 of his chiclets. And there was no minor penalty or no infraction. So that was definitely, I think, a missed call on that part. I'm a little bit biased, of course, but The proof is right there when you got 6 teeth laying on the ice. So there's some discussion on this. Maybe there is going to be an instigator or something. I thought it would be kind of simple. They would just go with coincidentals. But maybe we do have an instigator. There's only been one power play so far tonight through the first 14 minutes and 34 seconds. That an unsuccessful one for the Steele County Blades. Now, I mentioned already, the Dells Ducks have not had a power play this season. They're into their fourth period. They have not had a power play. So you have to give some credit to the Blades, I guess, for staying somewhat disciplined and not taking the bad penalties. The Ducks have not taken that many either, though, really. They were shorthanded 4 times last night, and they were shorthanded once earlier this period. Killed that one off. But somebody's getting a cross-check. So there might be an imbalance here in the penalties. You got misconduct. There was a check from behind and a misconduct. So, yeah, I think there might be some imbalance. Adamek, the Steele County Blades coach, discussing things with the referee. Nothing on the board yet. That would lead me to believe that things are even. Of course, maybe the scorekeepers just haven't heard yet what's going on. There does seem to be Adamek, the Steele County Blades coach, doesn't seem happy. So I have a feeling he's maybe going to come out of it with an extra deuce or something. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, nothing on the board. So it does look like whatever the calls were. Okay, so the difference is Steele County got an extra misconduct. So the Ducks will not get a power play, but the player that's in there for Steele County, and I believe that was Colton Springer, number 21. He's got an extra 10. Oh, Hunter Krause goes to the box now. So now the Ducks will be shorthanded. So Krause goes to the box. And Steele County with a really good shot at cutting into this lead here. Wadden on the draw for them. They have a 2-minute power play, and they were really effective on that last night. Here's Vela. He's got a shorthanded chance. One man to beat. Shot from far out. Hit the shoulder of Tim Grounds. Nice save there by Grounds. Vela with a nice chance on the shorthanded rush. And almost got another one as Erdman got the puck, but he decided wisely to the length of the ice instead to get some fresh troops on the ice. Now that puck went off the stick of Mowry, ended up on Wadden's stick, and now it's back to the point. That is number 16, Lewis, with it. Wadden back to Lewis again. Lewis faked the wrister and then let a weak one go a little bit wide of the net. Ducks managed to clear. That was Stewart banking it off the glass and out. Pass meant for Kolstrup has it. Kolstrup first had a pass go wide, but it ended up coming back to him. Wedding holds it at the red line across the Kolstrup. He circles into his own end and gets it to Lewis. Lewis lifts it in from outside the blue line. He's going to go for a change. And now the Mexican import, Antonio Najera, has it for Steele County. He's been out of there. He's a regular on their power play. Number 10, Corey Pottage has it with another Corey Schwartz giving chase. 30 seconds, a little bit more than 30 seconds left on the power play. 3:42 to go in the first period. Repal gets it and tried to fire it in, but it was blocked. This is Najera with it. He gets it to center where Combs had it. He dumped it in. DJ Paxson holds on to it. And now with 18 seconds to go on Steele County's second power play of the night, face-off will come to the left of DJ Paxson. The Eagle River, Alaska native, in for his first start, but second game. He came off the bench to play last night. This is Erdman on the draw against Potich. Erdman got it behind the net and it's fired all the way around by Francis. Now here's Vela after a loose puck. He's got nobody with him. Bad angle shot was just wide. Erdman got fanned on his shot from the blue line. And now this is Valley bringing it out to finish forward. His wrister goes just over the net. Comes in front of Colstrip. His shot's blocked. Great play by Vela. Vela goes to his knees to make the block on that. Colstrip with a glorious chance. Now Billy Perdue with it. He's in tight. His backhander gets to the net, but not in. Puck sitting loose. Still there. Colstrip with it now behind the net. His clearing attempt blocked. Both teams are at full strength now, by the way. This is Stewart with it. And that is Perdue trying to get it in front. Stewart had a chance. Mallory gets it across to Erdman. Hard shot by Erdman. Hit a stick in front. Went off the stick of Stewart. Still just a little bit wide. And now this is Billy Perdue with it. Back to Erdman. Low wrister off the stick of Colstrip and to the far side. Now Colstrip's been out there for a while. Wow! No call! Unbelievable! Holy cow! Colstrip. Stewart was cross-checked from behind, 3 feet from the boards, went head first into the boards. And then Mowry, who really is not an aggressive player at all, came in to settle things. And I think he's going to get the gate on this. This is unbelievable. Hey, listen, I try to be as unbiased as I can, but that was really a missed call out there, don't you think? I don't know any reason why he wouldn't call that. Okay, they're not going to. Now look at Steele County player complaining. This is unbelievable. Hey, why aren't you going to give that guy a penalty? Oh, no. Oh, now their box door is open, so maybe there is going to be a late call. Referee's hand never went up on that play. It was very surprising. Okay, Heat Camp is going to get the penalty then. He's going to get a 2-minute boarding minor. And guess what? For the first time this season, Dell's Ducks are going on a power play. 2:13 to go here in the first period. Heat Camp going to the box. It's, Heat Camp in the box. 2 minutes for boarding. And Vela out there on the draw. He gets it back to the point. Comes across to Francis. His high wrister ended up getting blocked in front, fired the length of the ice. Paxson with it now. Paxson puts it behind his own net for Francis. He takes a look, comes out on the left side here, gets it across to Banovitz. Banovitz gets it to Walby. Oh, excuse me, that's not Walby, that's Kuda. Kuda has it now to Nielsen. Nielsen to Francis. Low wrister just wide. Vela tried to pounce on the rebound, but couldn't quite get to it. Vela's pass attempted for Banovitz ends up going the length of the ice. Now 40 seconds into this power play. Ducks are going to switch up the forwards. This is Francis with it now. He leaves it. I think he's going to probably go right off. Repaul has it. Yep, Francis heads straight to the bench for his change. So now all 5 players have been changed. Mowry gets it to Stewart. Cross-ice pass intended for Willette. He couldn't quite get it with the skates. Mowry, though, keeps it in. Comes back to Mowry again. This is Repaul with it. Quick wrister, hit a body in front. That's Lead keeping it on the wall. Now Repaul with it. He got it to Stewart. This Mowry coming in from the blue line. Off the crossbar! Stewart with the rebound. Back in. Whistle goes. Puck might have been loose, but I think it squirted out of the pads of Tim Grounds, who initially had it, but I think it might have squirted loose. Referee definitely lost sight of it, so not a bad call. 38 seconds to go on the Dells Ducks power play. Just over 50, about 51 seconds to go here in the first period. So Ducks looking to do a little bit more damage before they get to the first 20-minute break. Mowry on the draw, but it's won by Steele County. That's 24, Yager Wassam on the wall. Several players now they're battling for it as we head into the final 30 seconds of this power play. And still battling on the wall. Still there's 6 guys down there trying for it. Now Mowry comes out with it, gets it to Willette. Repol's going to let a wrister go. Hit a body in front. That was 24, Yager Wassam trying to get it out. And it's lost in the skates or something. I'm not sure what the call was there. Anyway, we're going to make a quick line change. Ducks are going to send some new blue liners out. Looks like Mowry is going to stay out there with Stewart and Purdue. We got Combs taking a draw for Steele County, and it goes right through the 2D. They're going to chase it back in their own end with now 5 seconds left in the power play. 15 seconds left in the period. Patrick Freeman goes after it on the forecheck. Long pass, though, by Colstrup. That's going to go for icing, which is kind of a weird play. I thought maybe he thought he had somebody there, but now he's going to have to stay out there, and it gives the Ducks a chance to set up for something here with the last 7 seconds of the first period. Face-off will be to the left of Tim Grounds. Number 7, Breck Henderson, 17. Caleb Combs out there for Steele County against Patrick Freeman. Puck put in front off the blade. Wow, risky play there, almost backfired. Bill Zanaboni sensing an opportunity to put a little bit of extra pressure on. Actually pulled DJ Paxson off the draw, and he had a new player heading out there. But with that clear, Steele County had a chance to fire it into an empty net. I don't think they realized it, though, and the puck just carried wide. So we're 20 minutes into this one. Ducks are up 3-0. The shots right now are 12-9. I'll run down the scoring again pretty quick, although I'm not 100% sure this is accurate. Pat Freeman with the first goal for the Ducks. And we have an assist for Nate Kuda. That's coming at the 12:50 mark. 26 seconds later, Corey Schwartz puts one in, deflecting a shot by Cal Erdman. That was a point shot by Cal Erdman, deflected in front. And then another 26 seconds after that, Sherman Mowry picks up a loose puck in the middle near the center ice area, ends up out skating the Steele County defender and got in alone for a breakaway. And he made no mistake. He went to the back end and buried it to give the Ducks a 3-0 lead. All of them goals coming in 52 seconds. 3 goals in 52 seconds, and that's all the scoring we've had so far. Of course, as we learned last night, things can come fast and furious in this game. Steele County with a couple of power plays. Also, the Ducks with their first power play in 2 games, so they're 0 for 1. Steele County Blades 0 for 2 tonight. They were, however, 2 for 4 last night, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Listen, I'm going to take a little break here. We still have about 14 and a half minutes to go. I'm going to probably go for about 5 minutes or maybe 7 minutes, and I'm going to just get some something to run down my throat, to cool down a bit after that wild period, and I'll be back for the second 20. Thanks, folks, for tuning in to Fast Hockey, Dells Ducks versus Steele County Blades. We'll be right back. Thanks. Okay, we're back. Just over 5 minutes to go in the intermission here. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the broadcast. Dell's Ducks versus the Steele County Blades. Both teams making their debuts last night in the USPHL, that's the United States Premier Hockey League Elite Division. Last year, both teams playing in the USP 3HL, the lowest, I guess what you would call the lowest branch of the USPHL. That's the 5-minute horn just going now. Dallas Ducks wrapped up the season with the USPHL or USP 3HL National Championship. So kind of a big finish there for the Dallas Ducks. It was their second league title in 2 seasons. They have been to the championship game in their league for the past 4 seasons. Unfortunately, the first 2, they came up a little bit short of hoisting the trophy. But now the last 2 seasons, it's become a habit for the Dallas Ducks. The other 6 teams that earned promotion to the Elite Division include Blaine, the Blaine Energy, the Forest Lake Lakers. Those teams both from Minnesota. And then I still refer to them as Hudson, but now they're called the River Falls Renegades. Last year they were known as the St. Croix Valley Magicians. So that's another team right on the Wisconsin-Minnesota border, but officially a Wisconsin team. One other Wisconsin team, the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings, also getting the nod with the Chicago Cougars. And the final team was actually from the other side of the division. The Detroit Fighting Irish. That's what they're called. The Detroit Fighting Irish, one of several teams from the Motown area. So the rest of the teams, most of that West Division, and then the Decatur Blaze, who played on this side, will all remain in the USP 3HL. They'll be very competitive in that league. That division has this weekend off, at least in the Midwest. And for the Elite Division, this is the only series of the weekend. So the Dallas Ducks, defending champions, kind of like when the NFL kicks off, and you have that game on Thursday where, what was it, San Francisco and Carolina. That was last year's Super Bowl, am I right? So they go at it again. No, it was Carolina. Yeah, Carolina and San Francisco. Carolina was in the Super Bowl last year. I don't think San Francisco was. So, but anyway, it was like a little early preview, from a top team, and maybe that's what they're doing now. The Ducks and the Blades, the only series of the opening weekend. Several other teams will be in action next weekend, including the Ducks, who will make the trek to Chicago next Saturday night. An 8:30 p.m. Central Time start there. So if you're on the East Coast, 9:30 p.m., kind of a late start for that one. And then they will play at home the following night. The game tentatively scheduled right now for 7:30 p.m. That'll be an exhibition game against the Kenai River Brown Bears, an NAHL team, which will include in their lineup David Kaplan, former Dallas Ducks player, now playing with the Kenai River Brown Bears this year. He is actually one of three players from the Ducks who made the jump to Tier 2 this year. Artem Nekrasov will also play in the NAHL. He will suit up for the Topeka Roadrunners. And one other defenseman, Austin Johnson from the East Coast. He'll suit up for the Trenton Golden Hawks of the Ontario Junior Hockey League. By the way, Trenton is kind of my hometown. That's where I went to high school. So, Austin, best of luck, buddy, with the Trenton Golden Hawks. And really, he's really in for a great season because the 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 sort of regional champion each year. The region championship is called the Dudley Hewitt Cup, and I think there's like 10 or 11 leagues in Canada, and they go to one of I think 4 different regionals, and then the winners out of each of them regionals go to the nationals, the RBC Cup, and guess where it's going to be next year? Trenton, Ontario. So Austin Johnson assured a berth in next year's national championship. How cool is that? So congratulations, Austin. Trenton is a great town. Like I said, I went to high school there, and they love their hockey in that town. So good luck to all 3 of them guys. It's going to be a great year, and you can tune in on Fast Hockey and watch them. Both of those leagues, the NAHL and the Ontario Junior Hockey League, are covered by Fast Hockey. So if you buy one of those passes, a monthly pass, you can watch any hockey you want. You don't have to just watch the Ducks or Blades or whatever team it is that you follow. Those leagues have some pretty darn good hockey too. I myself am a big fan of the North American Hockey League, and the OJ was a great league too. When I used to work at the newspaper in Trenton, and I had a great time on the buses with the team in that league. So looks like we're set to kick off the second period here. Steele County is sending out Pottage, and it looks like Corey Schwartz is going to take the draw for the Ducks. I don't believe there's anything on the board right now. We're at even strength. Refs chatting with officials chatting with Dallas Ducks assistant coach Alex Drulia, but it looks like we're going to come out center now, and Pottage against Schwartz, and we'll get the second period underway. There's the faceoff. Schwartz gets it right back to Walby, who fired it in. Deep into the Steele County now behind the net. Great turnaround chance there for Hunter Kraus. Now it's back to the blue line. Erdman with it. He tried to get it to Kuda, but ended up having kind of back to him. Walby holds it in now. A little bit of pressure by the Ducks early here. Comes to neutral zone where Erdman gathers it in. He got it across to Kuda, who fired it for a quick line change. Now it's behind the net. Schwartz after it. Took a hit from a Steele County player. Colstrip managed to get it to the right of his goal and fired it through the neutral zone. Now Walby with it. He's messing with a couple players on the far line. Now Walby comes out with it though. Got a little bit of help from Purdue, but ended up flipping it over the Steele County bench. Now 59 seconds into the second period. So welcome back, folks, for the second period. If you're a Ducks fan, you're hoping it was very similar to the first. If you're a Steele County fan, you're looking for something completely different. Mallory on the draw now for the Ducks. He wins it back. Wired around the glass, but held in by Wedding. Paxton's going to stop it, and he gets it to Banovitz. He's unable to get it out. Mallory's going to take it back the other way. He banks it off the wall. Comes out to the blue line. We're Wedding again, right there to hold it in. The Jarrah fired it behind the net. Repaul has it now, and his clearing attempt goes over the glass. Just missed our team photographer, Teresa Pace. She's been through this. She knows how to avoid the puck over there. She does a great job, by the way. Anytime you see one of our Dallas Ducks players on her Facebook page or something like that, there's a really good chance that Teresa Pace took that picture. Mallory wins the draw, gets it, it goes around a wall where Stewart gives chase. It's held up there by Wedding, though. Now to neutral zone. That was Wadden with it. He managed to get it back into the Ducks' end. Repaul fires it across to Banovitz. His pass went off a body, and it's going to go length of the ice, so no icing. Mallory backhanded it in front, and the net is knocked off the pegs as Stewart was looking for an opportunity there. 3-0 Ducks, folks, early here in the second period. 3-0 Ducks. Goal scored by Freeman, Schwartz, and Mallory. Now we're Going to resume here to the right of the Steele County net. Puck fired around and out of the reach of Ouellette, who tried to hold it in. This is Francis getting back for it with some pressure provided by Griffin Waters. And now Wadden tried to flip it around. Unable to do it though. Now Waters, he's going to keep it in. Francis backhands it around the wall. Waters has it on the far side. Now Lewis. Ouellette tried to get it, and he ended up knocking it off a stick over the glass. The Ducks are spending a little bit more time than usual trying to get the puck out of their own end here in the opening minutes of the second period. Let's hope that's not a sign of things to come. Oh, there's a penalty coming. Number 16, Chase Lewis. So the Ducks are going to get their second power play here. Totally missed what that call was. Not sure at all. Mowry on the power play here. Going to take the draw against Wadden. Mowry won that clean. Goes back to Ouellette at the point and fires it in. All the way around the glass to Purdue. Purdue has it again. Close shot there by Purdue. Kind of a bad angle, but he close range. Repaul's low wrister goes off a stick wide. Mowry gets it back to Repaul again. He takes a look back to Mowry. Mowry tried to get it across to Ouellette, then decides to shoot it. Ouellette will move in and keep it behind the wall. Now Purdue, after it, it's 24 Yager Wassam with it, and Colstrip helping out. There's 3 Ducks in there as well, all fighting for the loose puck. It looks like it's going to come out to Stewart. Stewart tries to reverse. Now it's Sherman behind the net, Sherman Mowry. He gets it to Repaul. Still 1:12 left in this power play. Mowry again gets it to Stewart. Stewart twists and turns, ends up putting it behind the net where 24 Wassam has it. He's pressured by Purdue. Stewart in there to help. Caleb Combs right there for Steele County as well. And I think that's Colstrip down there. Puck on the wall. They can't get the puck loose. And now it's Purdue with it. Purdue gets to it. Fires it to Mowry behind it. He took a big shot. Looked right at the ref. He's like, are you going to call that? Oh, here we go again. Some pushing and shoving behind the net. We got several players in there again. The precursor to that, I believe, was the shot that Mowry took. He really wanted a call there, I think. And when it wasn't forthcoming, he took matters into his own hands a little bit. I don't know if there's going to be a call. I didn't see the arm go up at all. 37 seconds left here in the Dallas Ducks power play. It's their second of the game. Steele County's also had 2 power plays. Ducks still leading so far 3-0. Both teams unsuccessful so far on their power play chances. Vela on the draw with his line mates to go all the way back to last season. Nielsen and Jestad. Vela, Nielsen, and Jestad. They ended the season last year, and they're going to start this season together. France is now back for the Ducks. He takes a look, gets it across to Nielsen on this side. Nielsen scored twice last night. He brings it over the Steele County blue line. His wrister actually off the skate of Tim Grounds. That was a tricky shot. Now Paxson with it. He's got it in the blue paint, puts it behind the net for Francis. 5 seconds left in the Dells Duck power play. Now this is 13, Banabitz with it. Banabitz goes the length of the ice. His backhander just wide. France is going to hold it in at the blue line, but both teams are full strength now. Ducks have the advantage in terms of puck possession, but now we got something else. We got a penalty coming up here again now. This one might be against the Ducks. It's against Steele County. We have a hook. You're right. Good call. And that was against Breck Henderson. So now the Ducks, who did not have a power play in yesterday's game, now have had, this is their third one in the last, really, since about the last couple minutes of last period. So things starting to shift their way a little bit now in terms of the power play. Third power play of the game, as I said, for the Ducks. They're 0 for 2 so far. Just finished one. Ouellette with a wrister from the point. That's blocked by Wassam. He gets it to Wadden in the middle. Fired it all the way around the net. Paxton can't handle that, but he got to it. And now we have another call coming. I think there's a roughing call coming against somebody. That's Repaul going. He's going to get the gate for the Ducks. And the Ducks are going to go 0 for 3 now on the power play. And we're going to play 4-on-4 here for about 100 seconds. And then Steele County's going to get a really short power play. Unless something else happens, and that could very well be the case. There's been a little bit chippy tonight. Yeah, roughing. So I'm not going to put that power play down yet. Actually, they will get one, so I'm going to put it down. So that'll be their third power play. Both teams now with 3 power plays, although Steele County's won't kick in for about 90 seconds or so. Maury's out there for the Ducks against number 10. That's Podich. I should remember that by now. Held in there by Wassam. Big hit. Here's a chance for... Now, after all them plays were sort of, I think there's some frustration here because Banovitz is going to get the gate. It looks like it's going to be for check from behind, too. Is it cross check? Oh, okay. So it's going to be a cross check to Banovitz. And the Ducks are a man down now. We'll briefly go down 2 skaters unless something happens in between. But right now, we're having some 4-on-3. How often do you see that in a game? Not very often. 4-on-3 out here now. Game gets a little chippy. Vela lost that draw to Wadden. Wedding got it across. One-timer shot wide by Colstrup. Ducks trying to get it and clear it. Francis will do just that. Lifted it over everybody all the way down to grounds in the Steele County end, and both teams with the long change now, so a little harder to get your guys to the bench. Vela goes after Colstrup. Colstrup brings it in. Leaves it for Wadden at the blue line across the Wedding. Wedding, his wrister goes over the glass. Wedding scored a beautiful goal in the power play last night. Stepped into the high slot, fired a puck through about 4 people. He had like such a small little gap to get that puck. He fired it right through all the bodies and straight into the top of the net. What a beautiful shot that was last night. Now 54 seconds left in the penalty to Steele County. They are up a skater now. They'll go up 2 for, I think, about 20 seconds. This is Colstrup with it. Carries it over the blue line. Takes a look and gets it back to Wedding. Wedding brings it in now. That was a wrist shot by Chase Lewis, handled by DJ Paxton, and he's going to hang on to it for a face-off. That will be to his left. And Ducks kill a few more seconds off of this power play. So a long power play chance here for Steele County, including some with 2-man advantage coming up. That long shot fired wide by Wedding. And Wadden has it now behind the net. He takes a look, sees Colstrup on this side. Ducks are all in front of the net guarding the house. Wadden brings it out from the short side. Can't find anybody in front. He's got Lewis in front, but he's unable to get free, really. Colstrup with it now. Colstrup skates behind the net. It's all the way around the other side. Colstrup circles around. 5 seconds left in the other Steele County. Oh! That was a shot by Colstrup. Went off the stick of Lewis, I think, or off his equipment or something. And that's a power play goal with 1 second left in their own power play. So that comes at the 6:34 mark. That was Lewis from, I believe, Wedding. That was a power play goal. So now the Blades are now 3 for 7 on the power play this year. 1 for 3 tonight. So puck drops to center. Now the Ducks, because of the negated penalty. They should be 5-on-4 now, and they are. The Ducks are 5-on-4 for 20 more seconds. An in-close chance there for Steele County. That was a big goal for Steele County. If they weren't able to score with that power play, I think that would have been a bit of a backbreaker. And they still have 8 seconds here to do some more damage. So there's Najera with it. He gets it into Lee behind the net. Najera with it again now. And that's Combs. And we're at full strength. Both teams have full strength. So the Dallas Ducks do give up 1 on the power play, but other than that, come out of it unscathed. Here's Corey Schwartz going after a loose puck. Unable to get to it, though. That's 21 Springer banking it off the wall. Najera with it now. He's got some help arriving. Najera's quick wrister fired off the stick of Paxson. Here's another chance. That was Combs in front of them, had the puck off his stick. Najera in the corner now. He's closely watched. Willett and Schwartz both in there. Boy, some heavy activity going on in front of the net. 21 Springer has it behind the net. He fired in front. Oh, great chance for Najera. Waters and Najera both with some good chances in close. Now Willett is mixing it up, I believe, with Najera. And cooler heads are going to prevail. I don't think there's going to be anything out of that. That player, number 2, is from Mexico City. Najera. Yeah. So here we go. There are just some discussion. I don't think there's any call, though. Ref is checking with the linesman, but I don't believe there's going to be any call. Steele County Blades now 1 for 3 on the power play. The only goal this season, this period so far, Chase Lewis for the Blades. He made it 3-1 after first period goals by Freeman, Schwartz, and Mowry of the Dallas Ducks. So if you're just tuning in, still plenty of time to go. 11:58 to play here in the second period. Ducks up 3-1. Mowry in the draw against Wadden, just outside the Ducks blue line. Comes back to Wassum, who fired it in. Now Banabitz gets it. He couldn't get it out. Wassum held it in again. Oh, there's a big hit by Mowry. Wadden tried to take it to the net. This is Stewart after it. He banks it off the wall, but it's held in. Now it's in the neutral zone. Across the coal strip. Paul with it. He flipped it out into the neutral zone. It's going to go right to Wassum. Actually got away from him, no, excuse me. Now Lewis with it. He tried to get it onto this side. Going to come to Lee. Oh! There's a huge hit again. John Banabitz just ran over Lieb. 13 against 13. It wasn't a very nice result for Lieb, and I think Banabitz might be getting the gate on that. No. No call on the play. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Ducks have really made some big hits in this game, and in particular in the second period, as they're trying to pick up the tempo a little bit in this game. All right. That was Erdman getting it up to Partial. Partial carried it behind the net. Freeman after it. Walby in to help out, but there's so many players down there. Okay, now that's Lieb with it. He gets it to Springer. Quick shot by Lieb, just wide of the mark. Walby's knocked over. Here's 3 Ducks bringing it out. This is Erdman with it. He's got some help. Erdman comes in. Shot from the far side. Goes off the stick of Grounds, the goaltender. And here's Wedding with it now for Steele County. His long pass to Springer goes off his stick and right back into the Blades end now. And Jackson with it again. We have a whistle. I guess that's an offside. It seems like kind of a late whistle. Oh, it's going length of the ice. Must have been an icing. I'm not sure what that was. That was kind of interesting. I don't know what that call was. But it went the length. Face off down in the Ducks' end, whatever it was. Vela's going to take this one against Podic. Vela and Podic out there. Vela gets it to the right side, but it goes behind the net. Ouellette has it. Put it all the way around to Jestat. And it was Trevor Jestat against Wassam. Now France is with it for the Ducks. He gets it to Ouellette. Jestat got a piece of it and fired it in. Vela giving chase against Kolstrup. Knocked off the puck. Here comes the Blades. There's two of them, three of them. 3-on-3. He got around Francis. Quick wrister off the pad of Paxton. We're coming the other way. 2-on-1. Here's Vela. He's got a man with him. His shot just wide of the mark. He had Francis with him. Now he gets it back to Nielsen. Jestad with the hard shot. The puck eluded Nielsen, but Jestad standing right behind there. Stacked 1, 2, 3. And Jestad's hard shot handled by Tim Grounds. We're heading into the second half of the game now, folks. 9:28 to go here in the second period. 3-1 Ducks so far. Corey Schwartz on the draw, I believe against Wadden. Yep, it was Wadden. Now Wedding with it. He hasn't knocked off his stick, though. Wadden with it again. He gets it to Najera, whose pass was intercepted at the blue line. Excuse me, not pass, but the puck was intercepted at the blue line by Banovitz. Steele County's going to bring it out again. This is Banovitz puts it across to Repaul. Repaul slides it into the Steele County end, but it's going to be fired to the Dells Ducks end. I'm not sure. No icing on the play. Oh! Oh! Boy! Banovitz must have thought he had somebody with him. He turned and fired it. And DJ Paxton kind of had to bat that away. Ended up going right to a Steele County player. It's 3-2. So here we go. A power play goal by Steele County, and now this with 8:50 to go in the second period. Just like that, it's a one-goal game again. Boy, this is so much like yesterday. Wadden with the goal unassisted for the Blades, and that was a gift. He just found himself with the puck in front of the net and made no mistake. Now the draw goes back to Jackson. Combs with it. He backhands it into the end. It got by Walby, and Paxton's going to cover this one up. Face off to the left of Paxton now. Blades have Lieb out there against Mowry. Mowry against Lieb here on the face-off. It goes back to the wall for the Ducks, and that was Erdman firing it around. Now there's four bodies on this side. Mowry got it into the middle to Purdue, but he can't get it through the neutral zone. Walby's going to try to do things again. He's knocked off the puck behind the net. Another good opportunity there for Springer. His puck goes, or his shot goes off the shoulder. One timer from the blue line. Walby has no lumber now. Does his best to play the man now. It's like being shorthanded in a way when you don't have a stick. Now Springer with it again. He gets it to Kolstrup. His shot off the wall goes behind the net to Erdman, who tried to clear it. And again, Steele County holding it in. Erdman got a little over-aggressive on that clearing attempt, ended up putting it into the rafters. And we are down to 7:48 remaining here in the second period. 3-2 game in favor of the Dells Ducks. The Dells Ducks put 3 goals on the board in less than a minute in the first period, but haven't found the net since. Steele County chipping away. Got a power play goal earlier this period and just put another one in now on a kind of a weird play. And they're one shot away from tying this thing up. That's kind of the way things were last night. Maori on the draw against Pottage. They must have needed a new disc. They went to get a new puck, I think. Face off here to the right, or to the left of TJ Paxson. It gets out. Now here comes Stewart. Stewart's got one man to beat. He goes wide, unable to get it to the front, though he had Maori with him. Stewart's holding it on the wall, kicks it forward. 3 Steele County players, and Maori's in there to help as well. Now Maori, Stewart in there again. Pottage is still in there. Wassam also fighting on the boards. All 4 of them battling for it. Here's Francis with it now. He gets it across the Wallaby. His shot is blocked by Wassam. Decides to go around the boards. Maori kept it going. Got it to Freeman. Freeman now bumped by a defenseman. This is Wedding trying to get it out over the blue line. That was 11. Heitkamp with it. Here's a good chance. It's close. Number 9. Score! Osprey Valley, the Finnish player, Finnish import for Steele County Blades, found the puck on his stick, and I think he fired it through the pads of DJ Paxson to finish a great comeback here by the Steele County Blades. Now, entered this period down 3-0, and now still 6:52 to go in the second period. We're all even. Valley with the goal there. So, all even out here now after nearly 40 minutes of play. Vela puts it in front. It's been a while since the Ducks have scored a goal now. Jestad in there. Vela has it. He puts it in front to Nielsen. Nielsen gets it back to Repaul. His wrister hit a leg, I think. Nielsen with it again. Takes a look. He's going to go behind the net. Nielsen still with it. Comes out. Fires a quick wrister. That hit a body. Gets his own rebound. Still has it. Took a hit from Wadden there. Now it's back to Repaul. On this side to Banovitz. His wrister goes off the stick and high. Face-off will be inside, though. I think it went off a Steele County stick. Down to 6:12 here to go in the second period. Dells Ducks 3, Steele County Blades 3. Not a great first period if you're a Steele County Blades fan. Not a great second period if you're a Dells Ducks fan. Corey Schwartz now in on the draw for the Ducks. Gets it back to the point where Walby's shot got through. Erdman got a shot. We got a player in some pretty severe trouble, it looks like, down there. Grabbing his throat. Probably not as bad as it looks. I hope not, anyway. Cody Brunswick, the Dallas Ducks trainer, out to help the Steele County Blades player. He seems to be in some distress. I don't know if maybe something happened to his throat. Almost looks like he's kind of gasping a little bit down there. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. He's just trying to mostly get comfortable. Cody Brunswick, Brunswick. I always want to say Brunswick because of New Brunswick, but looks like he's going to be okay. Leave gets that under his own strength, and he's going to go off. I don't know if he got hit by the puck or maybe a stick, but it looked like it might have been across the throat, and he was, for a minute or two, he was gasping a little bit, but none the worse. Cody Brunswick's going to go with him now and spend a few minutes with him on the bench just to make sure everything's okay. 6:01 to play here, and a 3-3 draw. Dallas Ducks, Steele County Blades, all even, just like they were much of last night. So Vela out there for the, oh no, Vela's going off. It's 18 out there for the Ducks. It's Nate Kuda on the draw. Kind of a even face-off there. And now we have number 17, Combs. He's got a player with him. Combs wrister goes into the glove of DJ Paxson. And things all even on the shot clock now, too. 21 apiece. 21 apiece. 5:50 to go. Corey Schwartz exchanging pleasantries with Antonio Najera. Now Schwartz out there. Hodich just let that one go. You got Kraus giving chase to the Duck. He took a hard hit on the wall. 18 Kuda with it. Now gets it back to Erdman at the point. That got all the way through, but Grounds turned it aside. Now it's Kraus. Back to Erdman again. Another wrist shot blocked again. This time he's going to slap it. And we got another Blades player down. This one doesn't look to be in as much distress, but a little bit laid out there. So Cody Brunsick's going to have to come out and run down there again. That's Podich. So he's up and skating under his own power, which is always good to see. You know, sometimes things look really bad, but a couple minutes later they're okay. Let's hope that's the case here. Cody Brunsick's going to go back and spend a little more time on the Steele County bench. Podich goes off. Give Steele County a second to talk strategy, I think. Now 5:26 to go here in the second period. Referee's going to go over and discuss things with the coach, who doesn't seem happy again. Both of those incidents in the last couple minutes seem to happen away from the play, so I'm not really sure what happened. They were out of my sight line for sure. Ducks are going to send Kuda out there again, and he's going to go against Wadden. Wadden takes a lot of big face-offs for Steele County. He's really spent a lot of time on the ice tonight. He's definitely the guy that they put out there when they need to win a draw, I think. This one goes to number 7, Henderson, who ended up getting it out. Now Francis is going to fire it right back in. Ducks players check up and go after it. And there's a call. What's that, offside? Tony Brunsick makes his way back to the Dells Ducks bench. We're going to have a face-off inside of the Steele County end. Not really sure what the call was, but looks like players just going to start over again. Matthew Stewart out there for the Ducks, along with Mowry and Billy Perdue. Mowry tied up his man. Perdue got in after it. Get some help. Oh, boy, that was a nice stop there. Tim Grounds had it kind of bounce off his catching glove, but then caught that second one to hold on to it. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Things bogging down a little bit here in the last couple minutes. Stewart after it. Ends up on the stick of Henderson. Now cross-ice pass here to Lewis. Lewis goes through the neutral zone, over the line, into Kolstrup, big close. Great stop there by DJ Paxson. Kolstrup, not a guy you want to have loose in front of the net. Mowry, cross-ice pass to Perdue. He dumps it in, goes for a line change. Got the play behind the Steele County. Sorry for that, folks. I had to cut the power really quick as I was about to sneeze a big one. So looks like there's going to be a face-off. It's going to go the length of the ice. It's going to go into the Steele County end. 4:20 to go here in the second period. Off the draw, it's into the corner. Springer with it for Steele County. Now this is Lieb. He gets it back to Wedding. His shot just wide on this side. Repall with it now. He's going to skate it out himself. Brings it through the neutral zone, off the wall, and just chase after his own puck. Now Lieb with it on the far side to Wedding. Wedding brings it back to the middle. Now a quick pass is intercepted. We got a call coming here, and judging by the reaction, I'm going to say that's going against Cal Erdman. Door opens up. That kind of proves my assumption to be correct. Cal Erdman getting the gate. 2 minutes. Not sure what the infraction was yet. Oh, trip. So the Steele County Blades are going to go on their fourth power play of the game. They are 1 for 3 so far. Had a couple power play goals last night. And now the Blades with a really good chance to grab their first lead of the game. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck comes back to Combs. Combs has it again now. Combs into the corner. That is 21 Springer. Combs to Springer again. Springer brings it out. Wrister from the top of the circle. Goes off a body in front. That's Colstrup. He takes a hit from Jestad. Wadden in to help. Wadden brings it out. Now Jestad with it. He's going to fire it the length of the ice. Killed the first quarter. We're into 90 seconds of this penalty kill for the Dells Ducks. Fired in off the stick of Chase Lewis. Walby and Lewis, both 16, going after the puck. It's kicked out by Walby, but right onto the stick of Wadden. Colstrup fires one right off the crossbar. What a great shot from the blue line, just about a centimeter too high. Now it's fired the length of the ice again. Grounds got it away from Stewart, who was really challenging him there. Wedding with it now into the second minute of this power play. Wedding brings it through the neutral zone, gets it across to Colstrup. We had a player with no stick, Springer, getting off the ice. Now it's Wedding. His long pass meant for Colstrup goes a little too far. Francis fanned on the shot, and now he's under pressure from Najera. That's Valley putting it back to the point. Puck turned aside by DJ Paxson. Now it's Pottage with it. He gets it to this side. Well, that's going to intercept that and fire it in. We got 10 seconds left on this power play now. Valley brought it to the neutral zone, but lost it there. And then clearing it down goes right through Grounds. Luckily, it went wide of the net, but now it's held in by 18. That's Nate Kuda. But now it's cleared out by the Steele County Blades. Teams both at full strength now, of course. Repal gets it behind the net. He moves it up to Corey Schwartz. He put it into the neutral zone, just out of the reach of Krause. That was Wadden getting it through the neutral zone. Repal's going to get after it, and he puts it over to this side where Kuda got it. It's up to the blue line. Gets by Krause. That's Colstra putting it in, but there was a man trapped offside. Comes right back to Waters now. And we have a call here. I think there's a lot of talking down there tonight. I think that might have just been an offside call, but really a lot of talking going on after the whistle. It's been a bit of a crazy game tonight for that. Inside of a minute to go here, just barely inside of a minute to go, 58 seconds. Blades are going to send out Pottage against Mowry. Pottage gets it back to Colstrup. Colstrup puts it across to Wassam. Sorry, I always forget Wassam. Francis fires it in. It's going to go all the way around where Stewart grabs it. Stewart has it in the corner. And now it's on the stick of Purdue. Purdue has it. Turnaround shot off the stick of grounds. Another Steele County player down on the ice. What's going on out there? Whistle blown. No call on the play. Excuse me. This time it's Colstrip. Third player for Steele County to go down in probably the last 6 minutes or so. I'm not really sure what's going on out there. It always seems to be away from the play. Now Colstrip gets up. He heads back to the bench. Linesman conferring with the ref out there. They're backing into the penalty box area. There was no original call. Definitely no original call, but they are discussing something. 23 seconds to go here in the second period. It's a 3-3 game. Dells Ducks, Steele County Blades. Shots now even, 24 apiece. There is a call. There's a slash coming, and it's against the Ducks. Ducks get a slash. Not sure who's getting the gate. Zanaboni's not happy about it because the call was definitely made late on that. But the bottom line, Steele County Blades are going to get their 5th power play of the game because Bill Zanaboni's a great debater, but he's not going to win this one. They're going to, oh, that's a major. They put a major. And that's Purdue going to the box. What was the call? Did you hear?
5-minute major for slashing.
Oh, for a 5-minute major for slashing. So usually if it's a major, it's intent to injure. And that's a questionable, that's a tough call to make when you never made it in the first place. So he made the call after conferring with his linesman, which is fine. But to make it a major seems a little extreme. Anyway, the Ducks are going to be down 5 for 5 minutes. No matter what happens here, they're going to be shorthanded for 5 minutes. Tough way to go into the third period. Now we're into the final 10 seconds of the second. Still have to get through that. And DJ Paxson makes a big pad save on a chance in front. Another chance through a crowd. This is Stewart with it now. Carries it through the neutral zone. And the Ducks head into the locker room. Down even at 3. But having lost that period 3-0. Boy, really an interesting night here. Things starting to really get intense. Both teams, it's been a chippy game. Coach Anthony still making some comments out there to the referee. He's coming up here to make some comments too. Let's hope he can keep it in inside the realm of good taste, I guess. He's definitely not happy. So the Ducks open the scoring. Goals in the first period by Freeman, Schwartz, and Mowry, but second period goals by Lewis, Wadden, and Osprey Valley, the Finnish import, have things all tied at 3. And Bill Zanaboni, welcome to the gondola. Certainly not the second period you were hoping to have after a 3-0 lead in the first, and clearly things are going to get even tougher here in the third.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there's meetings over with the bench and the referees after every period.
Yeah.
And they're still over here right now. I mean, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed right now.
There's that was an interesting call at the end. I know.
It was absolutely embarrassing.
It was. There was no call made originally. So,
no, there was no call. No.
And then so for it to be a major, I guess, is pretty surprising. Bottom line is, though, you're really going to have to bear down in these opening minutes of the third period, weather the storm, and then go from there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're just going to continue to play hard and kind of see what happens, I guess. You know, we can only control ourselves, and we're just going to compete, you know, till it ends. And, pretty obviously pretty disappointed right now because I think we've been playing pretty hard hockey and pretty good. So
Yeah, well, it's certainly it's a bit of a what would you call it? Last night there was it was a really tame game. I thought there wasn't really a lot of altercations at all.
no,
Clearly, sometimes when a team plays again, 24 hours later, things carry. There's definitely been a lot of talking and stuff like that on the ice. Guys are taking exception and stuff, but the game doesn't seem to be as chippy as it's being made out to be, maybe.
no, and there's no need to talk to refs consistently from either team. Like the refs, I think to me, it's you always say don't let refs dictate games, right? And I think they want to be a part of the game for some reason today.
Yeah. That's definitely the case.
So, obviously I'm frustrated, right? And
yeah, it's just a bad time to be talking to you right now, I suppose, just because of that. But I definitely understand it too because it's been pretty even so far. But especially for it to be a major, I guess that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, well,
minor maybe.
We killed that whole period, and
yeah.
We all I just try to get explanations on what's going on, and he just wants to skate by us. I'm over talking about, I guess, what's going on out there.
Yeah, I understand. So I guess, again, I know last night we talked after 2 minutes, very similar situation, all even, heading to the third. And you thought your team was the better team through the first 40. And it just didn't work out. But similar tonight.
Well, it worked out because we won.
Yeah, it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
For sure. But similar tonight, I think, where your team has had the edge. I would say most of the night. Some tough goals, a real miscommunication on the one. But other than that, it does seem like you've sort of controlled the play most of the night, especially 5-on-5.
Well, yeah, 5-on-5 I think we have. They're ahead on shots, I think, right now, but we killed almost that whole period, so, we'll see. I think, power plays, it's, maybe 6-7, 7-2 or something like that. So,
okay.
It's tough to get momentum and get all your guys moving, right? And, we're only into game 2 of the year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really stressful year doing this kind of stuff. So,
yeah, well,
hopefully we can get some flow to the game and let the kids play and let them dictate what's going to happen out here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really what you always want to see. I know the game's been frustrating in terms of errors, I guess, and stuff like that, both high scoring, half dozen goals again tonight. But they're entertaining for sure. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Yeah.
And, I said at the end of last night that that's just one game. We've got a long way to go. And if that's the way every game ends, it's definitely going to be a thrilling season.
Yeah, well, hopefully, the mistakes that we make now, we don't make, in a month from now, right?
Right.
That's the process. You just hope that you get better every day. And, it's definitely building blocks right now, right? So
Okay.
we'll see where that goes.
I have noticed, too, that your lineup has been mostly just rolling.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys that maybe haven't been out there as much as others, but for the most part, you as was the case last year, you have 4 lines here, and they're all getting plenty of ice time, and they're earning it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like I said, it's tough to get guys going all the time when you're in the box, and
Yeah.
I think all 4 lines have done good things, right? And I think they still have some work to do, and that's the process. And and I would love to get those guys out there because I think they can contribute, and on a 5-on-5 situation, that's ultimately that's what we want, right? That's what you prepare for throughout the week. So.
All right, Coach. Well, a bit of an interesting day today. I know that's probably not the one you want to think about that much when you got a game going on. But, obviously our major sponsor steps up in a big way
Absolutely.
again today. And, it's become a tradition. Now this is the 3rd one in a row. And some support from Reedsburg Youth Hockey. I see their president here tonight. And, they're gonna get a little bit of assistance out of this as well. But What can you say about Monks? They just step up constantly.
Yeah, it's it's been phenomenal, and we can't thank them enough for everything that they do with supporting us, and not just financially, obviously the donations and stuff, but the support. They come to the game and they treat our guys. They let us host our meetings over there when we won a big spot, and they just they've bent over for us, and they make us every year feel happy to be here, right?
Right.
And that's that's part of being in that community that you want.
Yeah, and we know that they're a big supporter as well of the local high school team and
Yep.
youth hockey. So definitely hockey a big part of that program, and sometimes that's hard to find here in the Midwest. But boy, we really have found somebody that appreciates our sport, and we really appreciate it.
Yep.
Coach, I just wanted to say, obviously you got your hands full here through the first part of the final period, but really good luck getting things sorted out. There's a long way to go yet, and if you can weather that early storm, I have a good feeling for you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it, Jim. We'll be battle tested early in the season,
for sure.
right? So
yeah, definitely for the PK, that's for sure. Yeah.
So we'll it's practice. We'll work on it, and we'll see how it goes. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of our group right now. I think we worked pretty hard for 4 periods yesterday and 2 so far today.
All right, Coach. Thanks. Good
Thank
luck
you.
in the third. All right, folks. We're going to take a break here too. 3-3 game. As I said earlier, first period goals for the Ducks by Patrick Freeman, Corey Schwartz, and Sherman Mowry. Steele County Blades responding with a trio of goals in the second period. By the way, those 3 goals by the Dells Ducks all coming inside of 52 seconds. So, nice stretch there for the Ducks. Steele County finally getting on the board. In the second one, Chase Lewis found Mark. That was on a power play goal, the lone power play goal of the evening so far. Lewis in native of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So that got the Blades on the board. And about a little over 5 minutes later, it was Kyle Wadden, getting them within 1. And then it took just a little over a minute later. It was 13:08, and Osprey Valley ties things up. The one by Wadden, a bit of a weird one. Loose puck, just a miscommunication, I think, in the Dells end. Gave Wadden a great chance, and he made no mistake. So we're going to take a break there. It looks like there's just under 11 minutes to go here in the break. I got to run down and grab a little bit more water, and we'll be back for the final 20. Played a little extra last night. Who knows? Maybe we'll be playing a little bit longer tonight too. But the Ducks got their work cut out for them here early in the third, and we'll be back to let you know how that goes. 6 minutes away from the start of the third period here. Dells Ducks and Steele County Blades even at threes. As Coach Zanaboni mentioned at the end of the second, Steele County suddenly with a bit of an edge in shots, 25-24, although that comes in a big part from several power play chances. The Blades are on their fifth power play right now, and this one is a major, folks. So, believe there's more than 4 minutes to go on it till too. Might be about 4.5. So this is a crucial opening few minutes here in the third period. The Blades are 1 for 5 or 1 for 4 on their power play so far. They're in the middle of their fifth one right now, as we said. Dells Ducks had no power play chances last night. Have had 3 tonight. Haven't been able to bury one yet. The third one, to their credit, the third one was very brief. I think it was 20 seconds before a Dells Ducks penalty negated their power play. So 1 for 3, a little skewed there, but they have had their chances. Dells Ducks opened up a 3-0 lead in this one with first period goals by Patrick Freeman. I do have an assist for Nate Kuda on that one. Later, 26 seconds later actually, Corey Schwartz got a stick on a point shot by Evan Erdman to make it 2-0 Ducks. And then just 26 seconds after that, Sherman Mowry picks up a loose puck in the neutral zone and goes in alone and buried a backhand to give the Ducks a 3-0 lead, which they took into the second period. Things did not go the Dells' way in the middle period, though. It was Steele County getting on the board with the lone power play goal of the night. That came from Chase Lewis. With 6:34 into the frame, with Chase Wedding grabbing an assist on that one. Kyle Wadden made it a 3-2 game with his goal at the 11:50 mark. And then it was Oskari Valley from Pori, Finland, tying things up with 6:52 to go. The linesmen the officials who came out with a little bit more than 6 minutes to go, just as I was going on the air here in the break, and then realized they still had tons of time. I went back to the locker room. They're out there now. There's still 2.5 minutes left in the second period break, so they're eager to get things going, I guess. The Ducks look like they're starting to file out of the locker room, as are the Blades. Both teams should be on the ice momentarily as we coast into the 2-minute mark on the intermission. If both teams are ready to go early, they'll wipe that out and we'll get things going, although the Ducks will be looking at least 4 minutes, and I think maybe about 4.5 on a major power play for the Steele County Blades. So, as we said, really a crucial couple minutes coming up here for DJ Paxson and the Dells Ducks, as they need to get through this first couple minutes, to get into the period. If they can come out of that unscathed, maybe they can make things happen down the stretch. But the Blades actually with a chance to really take a bit of a stranglehold on the game. They haven't led tonight. As we said, they were down 3-0. Now it's 3-3. But they could take their lead and maybe even add to it. Like I said, they have tons of time. I don't remember how much, though. It's still not up on the clock. I think. Coach Sanaboni was clearly frustrated at the end of the second period. I think he didn't like the way things were going with the way the officials were kind of chatting all the time, and the result of that one was what originally went as no call. There was no call made. After some discussion, ended up being a major penalty against the Dallas Ducks for slashing. And now there's 4:37 to go on that penalty kill. As we head into the third period, Ducks fire the puck immediately into the Steele County end. Wedding's bringing it out, puts it across the goal strip. He brings it through the neutral zone over the line. Cross ice pass to Wadden. His shot stopped by DJ. And we're just 30 seconds into the period, so DJ Paxton forced to make a big stop right out of the gate. 27 seconds in, we have a whistle. Oh, the Steele County goalie was on the bench, so I'm assuming that we have a penalty. It looks like Sherman Mowry is going to get the gate. So that won't be another power play. It'll just be a more intense one. The Ducks are going to go down 2 skaters for 2 full minutes here, unless there's a goal. But they're down 2 skaters for possibly 2 full minutes. Now Vela on the draw against Wadden. It comes back to Colstrip at the line. He takes a look. He's got lots of room out there now. Only 8 skaters out there. Wedding with it. He got it into Springer. And a goal scored by Colstrip. Colstrip gives the Blades their first goal of the night, or their first lead of the night, and second power play goal of the night. That came 39 seconds in to the period, so that will bring Mowry back out, but the Ducks are still shorthanded. And that was, I'm pretty sure with Colstrip, he scored that. Power play goal makes it 4-3 Steele County Blades. 39 seconds in to the final period. They're fixing the clock up there now. I think it was hard to take that one off. It was actually the second one. So 3:47 left on that power play. Ducks now playing 5-on-4, 4-on-5, I guess, technically. Nice block there by Vela at the line. Boy, he almost got away on a breakaway there. Steele County Blades up 4-3 here early in the second period, with still 3.5 minutes left on the power play. Puck down in the corner. It got by Holmes, and it's going to go all the way back to grounds in the Steele County net. Ducks have not scored a goal since the 13:42 mark of the first period. They need one now, though. At least one. Valley with it in the Ducks end. And that's Najera. Boy, that guy gets a lot of power play ice time. Najera has to get off his stick, and it comes back to the Steele County end where Wedding is going to pick it up. His backhander through the neutral zone makes it all the way to Walby, who banks the shot off the wall. And now this is Kraus with it. Skates it back into his own end. Back to Francis. He fired it off the glass, but it went right to Colstrip. Now Mowry has it. He's going to circle around and go back into his own end. Kill some valuable time. His clearing attempt, though, stopped at the line by Chase Lewis, who fired a shot. Now Steele County set up in the Ducks end until Francis gets a chance to chip it away. Third period sees the easier line change, so Francis scampers off. And now we have Springer with it. He comes in on the right side, makes a move around one player, puts it back into the middle to Chase Lewis. Lewis to Colstrip, stops it with a stick, or with a skate, gets it across to Wedding. A great chance there for Lewis all alone. His shot blocked though. Now Colstrip with it at the line. He scored the goal earlier on his power play. Now it's 16 Lewis. Lewis takes a look, gets it to Colstrip. He tried to get a one-timer away. Mowry gets to it, and he fires it down the ice. So Ducks got to make wholesale changes here now. Whole new 4 out there with 90 seconds to go on this penalty kill. Loose puck gets to Wadden. His shot off the pads of Jestad, who went down to make the save on that. Colstrup with it. Colstrup's been up there for, I think, maybe since the beginning of the period. His cross-ice pass to Valley was blockered away by Paxson. And now Wadden with it. He gets it to Valley. Back to Wadden. Wadden circles out. Gets it to Pottage. His shot goes wide inside the final minute here of the power play now. Matthew Stewart's going to head off. And this is Caleb Combs dumping it in. Willette got it back out, though. Combs with it now to Pottage. Pottage fires it in off the wall. All the way around to Paxson. Oh, boy, that puck came dangerously loose out in front of the net. Big play by, I think it was Corey Schwartz. No, I'm sorry, it was Erdman. To get that. Excuse me. 25 seconds to go now on the Steele County power play. They have scored once on it. Looking to do a little more damage on the major. Wedding fires it in just wide of the mark. And now this is Waters getting it back to the point. Wedding fired it just wide again on the other side now. That was Wassam holding it in. Wadden has behind the net. We got a lot of stuff going on there to the left of DJ Paxson. Wadden and Repal exchanging pleasantries down there. And I don't know if there's going to be a call or not. Yeah, Repal's going off. It went off for some time. Actually, maybe they're both getting the gate here. Repal and Wadden both heading to the box. Not a surprise, really. They were both kind of going at it a bit. Probably going to get incidental slashing calls, I would think. But there's a lot of lumber being exchanged down there. This is Pottage now on the draw. Teams are at full strength now. And now that was Partial getting it deep in the Steele County end. Got a penalty coming to Steele County now. Interference, the call. Is that going against Colstrap? Good, interesting call there. Interference against Colstrap. And that's a nice one for the Ducks.